Hey guys, so this is another Who to Summon video, and this time around we have a few must-haves, and if you see my videos you know which one of them are for sure. But let's talk about the new hero real quick, Maria. Maria, if you saw my update video, you know that she has a very interesting skill that she's able to actually do her passive damage, especially versus shields. It will help you lowering the shields in the entire team in general. However, I'm still not seeing like super super impactful in that situation. So that's one of the main reasons why I said that she is not a must-have in that situation. Because a bunch of heroes in the team I've tested it many times, and all of them seem to overperform her so much. Maybe in the future she'll get changed, or maybe somebody will find a way to make her be used in very efficiently. Mark my words, I have been burned before, so you never know. Maybe somebody will find an excellent team to actually use her, or a certain way to actually use her. But I'm still not seeing it yet. However, if you did get her, do make sure to get her +1. Her +1 is another level, because removing stuns is pretty much one of the most powerful abilities when you're actually attacking in this game for sure. To be a successful attacker, you need to be immune to stuns, remove stuns, and all that good stuff, because if not, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of problems. So this can definitely be an option for you in this situation for sure. And it's funny that on yellow now we have 2 heroes that actually remove stuns right off the bat. So that's Raphael and her, by the way. Her +3 is a pretty nice upgrade. She'll be able to go off faster and give an attack to your team as well. And the +5, of course, this is the big shield destroyer, shield eliminator in the game for sure. It's not exactly shield breaking. Only Raphael is able to actually do actual shield breaking, but in certain fights, when you're actually using even Haley in that situation, you're going to want to lower the amount of shields that your enemy has. So when Haley eliminates the healing, everybody gets a bunch of damage directly to their life. So in that case, he's not completely useless. She does have her uses specifically for lowering shields of the enemy in that situation. And by the way, don't be discouraged when you see her damage, because in my testing I found that all the damage she does to shields is not shown on her last result. However, damage that is done by her passive, it does show in the end results for damage. If you're fighting a team that doesn't have any shields, the passive that she's gonna do, you'll be able to see how much damage, and she does a decent amount of damage in those results. You're gonna see it. But for shield, she is pretty nice, just eliminating, not exactly breaking, eliminating shields. But after that, I really don't see much use for her for now. Remember that, yeah, some heroes you think they're very weak, and all of a sudden you see them everywhere, and everybody's destroying you with that hero. So you never know when that would happen, and Maria could be doing that. Let's see. So next one is Haley. Haley, I did say that she's a must-have, and a lot of people make fun of me when I said that, and now they're not laughing so much now, because yeah, she is a freaking menace. I mean, yeah, remember that lifesteal is considered healing, so you're gonna lose life that way as well, and not healing in this in as a realm is very powerful. And if you fought Haley and her on defense, you will understand how freaking annoying it is to fight versus her. You want to kill her first more than anybody for a reason, because she is just that annoying. And being able to remove the realm from enemies is super important in this game. All realm heroes are important because of this, because you need to be able to eliminate the enemy realm so they don't become so powerful. And like Artemis, she's pretty much immortal if she's +5 with her realm. But if you eliminate her realm and you target her, she's dead. So that's just that important to have an enemy realm user when you're actually using. And Haley is a very good one for sure, guys. So anyhow, for awakenings, every single realm hero has to have their +1s, because you do need to have your realm right up the bat activate in that situation for sure. And something I forgot to mention about Haley, one of her main uses when you're playing in a yellow team is to give mana to Lorenzo, and Lorenzo is an incredibly powerful and incredibly key hero to be able to counter Soul Link. And Soul Link with red teams, if you're able to survive the first onslaught of attacks and you activate Lorenzo, you'll be able, you're scot-free because you won't be having the life link. You'll be able to get all of your shields back and start healing right up there over and over and over with other heroes or with the actual life link. Life steal in that situation. So very important combination, being able to have Lorenzo up all the time, even versus an enemy that has an Alia. Lorenzo being able to activate as much as possible, cleansing, doing damage and all that good stuff is so important. It's not even funny. So that is another reason why Haley is a very must-have hero, which just must-have in that situation. But as I said, the +1 is super important, and actually getting the Naya Stone, the barrel, and all that good stuff, it's super important, super annoying as well. Even when she dies, the barrels are still there, so they'll cause you some problems in the meantime for sure. And the +3, reducing the mana gain gives you that sense to actually have like a Juki mana control versus the enemy, so that's a good boost for her for sure. But this +5 is when things really get dicey for her, because she brings 4 barrels when she starts the fight, and because pretty much becomes a Molly at that case. So yeah, very powerful stuff. Highly recommended hero. I got, when she was released, I got her to +5, and I still haven't regretted it. And a lot of people are crying that they don't have her, but now's your chance to actually get her. She's a very good hero for sure, guys. Now, last but certainly not least, this monster of a hero is available. My God, when she was released, I also got her to +5 because yeah, I got her to +0, and I noticed, oh my God, this is like, my purple team is like brand spanking powerful here. I mean, what? What? I mean, when I saw that +0, I was like, okay, time to open the piggy bank. We need this hero at +5 as soon as possible. And I was successful in actually getting her, and yeah, she has been like the key hero for my purple team, and sadly for my red team as well. So setting up defenses has been like a toss-up. Like, do I want to upgrade my red team? Do I want to upgrade my purple team? So yeah, usually it's for my red team, because she worked so freaking well with Amir. It's not even funny. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much the same situation as Molly, giving that surge, so Artemis is able to activate like every single time, and you never get around pretty much. So it's the same situation, but with red teams with Amir. In that situation, he's a very, very, very powerful hero for sure, guys. I mean, honestly, for Awakenings, that's the beauty of this hero. You don't need her to have any Awakenings. At +0, you will notice like your purple team is like changed forever. I mean, at this is a must-have, and really, really, really powerful contender for my best top 10 must-haves for 2024 for sure. So as I said, +0, she's ready to go, giving mana to your entire freaking team, giving shield to your entire freaking team, and she actually activates for free every 3 freaking turns. So I mean, you can't ask more than that for guys, and that you get all that for +0, guys. So in Awakenings, you really don't need Awakenings. That's a beat of her, as I said. But if you really, really want her to get her upgraded, her +1 will overperform every single time. Why? Because she freaking creates pretty much purple Naya chargers in that situation. 3, that is an ability you usually get a +5, and we're getting a +1. And on top of that, every single time one of your heroes activates their skill, they're gonna get 25% more attack. So that's like 2 +5 abilities from the old heroes, and you're adding it right here in the +1. So by the way, I think this is one of the most powerful +1s in the entire freaking game. I mean, this is such a powerful upgrade that I would say if you're like free to play, cheap to play, just stay at +1 and you won't regret it, like until forever. This is just how powerful this hero and this +1 is for sure, guys. The +3, she pretty much is able to restore, pretty much revive and gain mana, restoring mana and all that good stuff for your purple hero. So this is going to be very useful specifically for defense in that situation. So if you want to use her on defense, you have to get her +3 for sure. And the +5, this is the icing of the cake. I mean, after all of this stuff that she has, I don't think that she needs a lot, but this is like making her like the OPs of OPs of all the purple heroes, by the way, because you're able to remove all the unconscious and sleep and stuns and all that good stuff, and for one turn you become immune to that. And since she activates so many times in a row, you're gonna have this ability on for many times over and over and over. Specifically, I love to use her at +5 when the battle starts, and I hope that the freeze artifact freezes one of the heroes that is next to her, so I can erase it without having to get the very expensive artifacts to actually remove the frozen thing. So that is a little cheat that I can actually do in that situation for having her +5. And of course, adding crit chance and crit damage, like the classic buff for raising the power for a bunch of heroes. So you get this on an Agony, you get this on a Thor, you get this on a Haroth, and yeah, you just have to see the sparks fly with all the damage. And on top of that, she's gonna get the 25% attack. So yeah, she by far, I mean, yeah, this hero is the real deal, guys. If there's any heroes. If there's any hero that you would need to summon and you have to get it, no questions asked, this is one of them. You won't regret it. I highly recommend to get her for sure. Now, let's talk about the 4 stars real quick. So the 4 stars, let's start with Brynhild. Brynhild, I'm a big fan of Brynhild in this situation because she'll be able to suck the healing. She'll get the mana back, and I love that you're able to activate her many times over and over and over. And she's a good whip holder for sure. So I really like Brynhild for sure. She's a pretty cool hero to have. Jormungand, as I said many times before, I love her character design, and I love how she looks. I love her trash talking. She is the #1 hero in the entire freaking game for trash talking for sure. However, I cannot recommend you to upgrade her because just getting defense is not enough in this game for sure. Not enough, guys, but that doesn't mean she's not cool. She's pretty cool hero for sure. But don't upgrade her, guys. Don't upgrade her. Dylan, if you don't have any better options, go ahead. You can get him, but I don't recommend him to actually get him. He's slow, and he really doesn't do much in general in this situation. So, yeah, another hero that looks absolutely amazing, but no, I don't recommend you to upgrade this guy. However, Clara, a lot of people hate her. I love her. She's fast. She's able to actually lower the defense on the enemy. So if you're free to play, cheap to play, she can definitely be a good option. Specifically, just make sure to activate her first to lower the defense, and then another hero brings in the big damage. So that's where you're gonna see the big difference there. And last but not least, Kaylee. I love Kaylee. She is so fun with her abilities. And the thing is that when you're free to play, you can definitely choose a lot of 4 stars here. She's not an incredibly powerful hero per se, but she is so much fun. She is so much fun to play with for sure. But Red doesn't really have a lot of healing prevention, so she could be an option there. But she is not the top options for sure. But as I said, if you're just playing around, this is a good hero to play around with. She's very fun to play with. And Jane is an absolute monster of a hero. With her weapon at +3, she is one of the only 4-star heroes that I've seen in play in high level play. She's one of the very few. There are certain teams that are used to actually try to counter Soul Link. Right off the bat, she dies, and she revives, and right off the bat, the damager activates automatically, and that counters the Soul Link right then and there. So that is a really cool trick and very powerful trick. And versus enemies that do a lot of multi-hits, she is still a very powerful hero. You get a lot of healing, and you're able to survive versus a lot of enemies. So she is still a very powerful hero. It's very, very powerful with her awakening weapon. Very powerful stuff, guys, for sure. Highly recommend to get her if you're free to play, cheap to play, for sure. Now for the 4 stars. Which one of these is my number 1 option? I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's got to be Director N. I mean, unlike the other heroes, this hero, you need her. Haley, you need her +1. This gal, I'm not really sure if she needs her +1, but her +1 is really freaking powerful. But yeah. This hero, Maria, is not as impactful as Haley and Director N. And Director N, by far, is the most impactful hero of this choices, for sure. You get her +0, you will notice that your purple team gets upgraded instantly. Instantly. There is no hero that is purple that is more impactful in the game, in my opinion, than Director N, by far, guys. So, if you don't have her, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go get her. You won't regret it. I promise you that for sure. And do try to get her +1. That +1 is crazy. Crazy stuff, guys. Now, Haley, for sure, that's definitely my second option. In this game, you need realm heroes, and you need good realm heroes, and Haley is a very good realm hero. There's a lot of combinations that her own weapon is freaking amazing. You're able to get actually mana gain with that as well. She gives mana to the pirate faction, so yeah, she's very, very, very powerful, and she does have lots of powerful uses for sure, guys. Highly recommend to get as well for sure. But if you're gonna get her, you need to get her +1 for sure. And last, Maria. Maria is pretty cool. I like her abilities of actually forcing the enemy to have less shields over and over and over again. But sadly, I don't see her as impactful as the other options in that situation. So she's definitely going to be the 3rd option for sure, guys. Now, for the 4 stars, my number 1 option, and it's pretty obvious, it has to be Jane with her weapon at +3. Jane, I mean, as I said, she's going to destroy... She'll be able to help you out in beating enemies with Soul Link and pretty much red teams. And pretty much all the teams that do multi-hit damage. So she will be very useful for a free-to-play, cheap-to-play player for sure. Second option here, I would say Broomheal. Broomheal is pretty cool. You just target the enemies, they start healing, you get the mana, and she goes off over and over and over, and she's an amazing whip holder. When she actually starts to actually use her skill, you'll be able to get her over and over and over activated. So she is a very powerful and fun hero to play with for sure. And third option here, I would say Clara. Clara, as I said, not very popular, but still a good option. She's fast, she will lower defense, and she'll be able to serve you well if you're free to play, cheap to play for sure. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, please leave it in the comments and we'll talk about it. Alright, thank you very much for watching guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.